I did not touch that. It automatically went.
Yeah, that's weird. It would just bring us straight to the Borscht Bowl Club.
But I don't think we can really progress anything. So I think it's fine that it brought us over here.
Sure.
Because
Maybe.
I don't think we could progress the guy's lock. Because I think in order to progress, I think we need to figure out this stuff maybe. Present day, Borscht Bowl Club. I'll be taking my leave now. Still have some work to do back at the office. Then I guess go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. The frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later then. 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight.
Do you know who I am?
Who I am? No. But if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding. I don't do requests.
How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards.
Oh, a customer. Just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys.
I seek true competition. I have heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true.
What the heck? What is he doing here? And is this a friend of yours?
This isn't.
Don't mind me. I'm just your friend of the neighborhood newsman.
He will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others.
Except for the card dealer that you are secretly inviting. The Right Out Talent Agency represents 2 artists. And I'm number 2. I play a piano. Well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started. I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. It didn't take long for rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want to play a real game. The guy's never lost. People don't come here to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved. But real players carry cash. They're always thirsty. It's hardly a source of income for the club owner. Let's compete. I'll take you to the room.
I don't, yes, but before we go.
Yes?
And I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Shoddy Smith.
Oh, and I'm Brushel. Spark Brushel, news reporter. Oh, I'm...
No, Phoenix Wright.
Huh?
You must always look the man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am.
Have we met? Ah! You can't be. But you're... Zach Gramarai?
Yes, the reincarnation after the century. Pity I only have an audience of one. You.
Zach Gramarai. This must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life.
You there.
I think you were her, right?
I think I was, yeah. Da. I need to go back to the episode and look at the voice I did. We'll play soon. Ready the room. Da, I will be preparing the hideout for you.
Are you really him? Zach Grimarai?
Now I'm Shadi Smith. Remember this.
How many years has it been now? 6?
In exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear.
Yeah, you could say that.
Is she well? Trucy, I mean.
She's fine. Got her working already. I hope you don't mind.
I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I've come. That and to settle a battle of cards.
By which you mean poker. Those eyes. He's serious.
I despise losing above all else. And so I have decided that I will win tonight, no matter what it takes.
I know this guy's type. They're dangerous. Everything's about the competition. All else is secondary.
Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me. And you.
We competed that day 7 years ago, too.
Ah, yes, you must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue.
2. 1. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. Played for a long time. Only lost twice. Who was the first? Man I killed, of course. Shows your defense by playing poker?
Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do.
Trucy's power.
Trucy, she's in a class of her own.
For 7 years, I've played poker here at Borscht Bowl Club. And I've never lost once. I'm good. Not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals.
Is she looking through the window? Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon.
Can you tell me what her power is?
Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance and magic. But those of Trucy's line possess of far greater skill.
Her line?
Recall, you were the second man whom I've lost.
Magnifi Grammar.
It was the first time I've learned of this power, as you call it.
Wait, so you're saying
I have.
her power is genetic?
Flashback.
What if yay old Magnificy is actually the father?
Wait.
Oh no, I was right! My shitty prediction was right!
What?
Several bad puns later.
It's just
I am
in
so
the
sorry,
Grimoire
everyone.
blood or
I
something?
called it. Blood. I'm sorry, but it's not something you told lately to outsiders. And it's nothing you need me to know at this time. She's 15 this year.
Still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know.
I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause.
Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go?
Yes, and for that I must apologize. However, I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. So he ripped it.
This...
A transferal of rights. You see the signature?
Transferal? That's Magnific Grammarai's signature, isn't it? Hereby give all the rights to the secrets, staging, and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. The recipient's name, Zach Gramarai.
Yes, it is I.
Wait,
What?
this page looks torn.
You call the diary, yes?
He's the one that ripped it? Why would he rip it and have a fake one sent in?
I don't think he had the fake one sent in.
But if he took this out, why would someone have a fake done? Like it would have
But
he would have to
Tracy-
have been involved.
He would have had to, actually. Because he sent it in a red envelope and then wanted it sent to the yellow.
My guess is he set this Magnifi sent this up as a test for the two of them. And Zach shooting the doll instead was him passing the test, and Magnifi is like, okay, you've passed the test, you get all the secrets.
Yeah. Well,
Or
I surmised that from the beginning.
counter to that, like maybe Magnifi did write it down, and he closed up the journal, and Zach left. Zach didn't take it, and Valent's the one that ripped this out and had a fake made, and had.
But
had
how did he
someone
get
give,
possession of it?
Because if Zach left without taking this page, that would mean it's still there when Valent arrives, because we're assuming Valent's the one that killed Magnifi.
Yeah.
So if Magnifi Valent found out that page was there, he'd want that page gone because he wants the secrets. So
Yeah.
if that page is gone, there's nothing he can do. So that's why Valent maybe had the fake made. How could I forget? The scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge.
This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifi gave it to me that night.
Okay, so Magnifi just gave it to him. Could have told me this earlier. Like 7 years earlier.
Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. The greatest of magnified Grammarly's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage.
Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple.
As rightful heir to this art, I too wanted a rightful heir.
Rightful?
I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor, Tracy.
Your daughter.
That is why I've risked all to come here tonight. Brushel.
Sir? Ah, here you go. The envelope. What's this?
A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. And that's why
Phoenix said
Valent
don't
wanted
open.
that card.
That's why Valent wanted it, and Phoenix told us do not open it.
I would have you sign here by witness.
But I'm not a lawyer anymore. You need a public notary. Besides, I might not look it, but I'm certified notary. You are? By day, I wear notary glasses and hunt for news. Also by day, I wear reporter glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can see very well.
Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight.
So this is going to help us Valent. Ah, I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said?
And that document's signed before 7 years, so it's valid even after the fact.
Yep.
Precisely. So it's going to ruin the magic show that's going on.
There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years missing, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all of their possessions.
Exactly, which is why I'm here. I destroy my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say I'm securing my daughter's inheritance.
But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically?
Not his daughter. Not in this case, I'm afraid.
This case?
Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnus Grammari. However, this was done in secret without witness. Before Magnus died, 2 potential successors to her repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Grammari, and Valent Grammari. Not Trucy.
I see. So you do need this document.
I have known Brushel since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. Now only 3 know of my rebirth.
Took the library looking into Trucy's back room and found you had no other close to kin.
It is as you say.
Okay. I was kind of hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point. No, everyone else. Trucy's mother is a mystery. The person in this photo is Trucy's mother.
How did you come by this?
Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone.
Then it is so.
Huh?
She's gone. What more is there to say?
Lots? I know. Whoa, you're still here? According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother, Magnifi Grammari's only daughter. End quote. Oh, it's his grandfather. Magnifi's her grandfather. It's not her father. It's not her father. It's her grandfather. So you were close, but not quite. So Zach's still her biological father, but the mother is the blood connection.
Okay.
What? Magnifi's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zack?
Rochelle, you say too much.
What? Why am I the bad guy? Why?
Zach,
Zack decked him.
In any case, Mr. Wright, the discussion is over.
Thalassa Gramarai. She's the most mysterious of the whole lot. Need to gather me some more evidence, clearly.
Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game, my final competition?
Final? Why?
As you said, I have come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground.
Without seeing your daughter?
It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago, we played. 7 years ago, I lost. I already lost to Magnificy. I do not care to lose to another. I've heard that you never lose.
It's just a rumor.
Yes, for it is impossible to never lose unless one has an ace up one's sleeve.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation. To think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes.
Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe we could try lightening up?
That was that. This is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. This will be my final performance. You are warned.
This guy's beyond serious. So much for having a fun evening of cards.
Russell, you may leave.
Ah, but it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop.
I punch and I punch, but still, it's not enough.
I just remembered a future, prior engagement. Doodles, gentlemen. Oh, and nice meeting you, piano man.
And let us begin, dealer. Da. It's spaghetti. It's matzo sticks. Da, it is honor for me. Why haven't I seen her around here before? Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. Familiar? He did not seem to notice me, however.
Oh, but I'm sure he noticed you.
Gavin, I believe he was his name.
You know him?
After a fashion, listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this.
Oh, so do we not break his Cyclock? Grimoire power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. Need to meet that reporter again. That was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zack began that night, a name was running through my head. There was a man now in prison. A name Zack Grammar I knew. But how? And why?
Who would be in prison before it?
Oh. Okay, so we can go back. Okay, but we've unlocked Solitary Cell 13. Interesting. This is gonna be Kristoff's cell? Quite fancy for a cell.
Present day, too.
Present day, Central Prison, Solitary Cell 13. Oh, God. Well, well, isn't this a surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines, Gavin? You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin.
Well, it looks like I get to chill.
Life has been full of surprises for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shoddy Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zach Gramarai. You know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. But you say Smith was Zach? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it's a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? To that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I am an evil human being. Isn't that enough? Nope, sorry, not enough.
Well, you wanted me to talk, because all I can do is run my mouth.
Not for me, is it? I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You recall that case 7 years ago. Ah, yes. The trial where Zach Gramarai pulled of his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and his adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for a strict punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissent opinion. Yours. So Kristoff was opposed to it. It was my brother responsible for putting you in that position, after all. For 7 years, we've been friends. And yet, I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship toward me was never pure. You suspected me as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game, that grandma mentioned your name, Gavin. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. Maybe a bit of trouble. Something like that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shoddy Smith? No, Zach Gramarai. Of course he's not gonna say it.
5 or 6.
Oh,
I knew it was gonna be a lot.
wait a minute. Those are different.
Yep.
They're black. Well, I've never seen these cyclops like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. Shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know.
Why?
He has the bottle. Wait. Is Kristoff a girl? What?
No.
He's doing his nails. Wait a minute. He's doing his...
I think the very, very last thing is
Kristoff.
lovely Kristoff.
Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham?
I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client.
True. When I asked the client's name, there was no Cyclock in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense.
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, I've made my stand. No backing down now. What's Mr. Trump? I think we probably call it the forger here?
I think it's definitely the forger because obviously Apollo figures out the forger, but Phoenix Wright never gave him a hint at all.
Yeah.
So I think Phoenix finds it out early.
I can pretty much piece it together from what you've said.
What is it then?
You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any Cyclocks.
Cyclops, that's some sort of asylum security or a new hairstyle, perhaps.
You didn't say Cyclocks, what are you saying?
Psycholocks.
But then they did show up, didn't they? Not personally. Those words triggered the Cyclock.
Again with the Psycholocks. Now I really must know what they are.
So you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence.
Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business. Afraid you've lost me.
Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about Cyclocks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it didn't matter how I got there.
And your conclusion is?
The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham.
Poppycock. I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could have been but me?
That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger at Drew Studios is...
Well, we know this already.
The real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it?
Ridiculous. My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more than one of her landscapes, not surrealism.
And I've come back, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. Cyclops tell me you're not the forger, which means your daughter is the only possibility.
I am. I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself.
So we could have done this sooner, but, you know.
I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genie, some might call her. Precocious. Oop.
Precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently.
I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. Drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now.
Ah. Do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So Vera was the one that made this page. Would you know who the client was then?
Actually, the client claimed once. Here to the studio.
Ooh. What? Why didn't you say so sooner?
But their base was covered and they did not want to talk to me. So they talked to your daughter.
So they talked to your daughter?
I will speak only with the artist, the client told me.
And that little girl is the key to our mystery client's true identity. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? We need to talk to her. 100%. Mr. Masham, I have a request.
Let me guess, you'd like to speak with my daughter.
Can I?
My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely so, actually. There's only one exception.
Which was?
Oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they had finished and she was laughing. It's the first time I've seen anything of the sort.
Please, let me speak with her.
All right.
Uh-oh. This could be tough. Vera, was it? Would you like to have a friendly chat?
Her and Kristoff did their nails together.
I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer and pianist. Still looking for the keys to that, say, Do Re Mi. Can't find them anywhere. I'm no good at this. I need something to get through to this girl. So that would mean we need to present something. Probably this?
The original work. Or that good.
Yeah, probably that. What do you think about this?
Oh, it's thicker then.
You just made her nervous. Got her attention, but what? Yeah.
Wait.
And then there's this. My stamp. Hey, she spoke.
Okay.
She can talk. Yeah, so the stamp. How can I keep her talking? Great magicians, aren't they? Isn't True Grammar amazing? Ah. Yes? Oh. I especially like those two, Zach and Valent. They're just so magical. Aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know? Me too, me too. I love them. They're so cool. It's like magic, yeah. Not saying much, but it's a start. I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at The Grammare Museum of Magic. Grammare Museum? They have one of those? It does make sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So have you been to one of their shows? Just once, when I was little. His father. Grammare's on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back. They do it all. Yeah. Maybe we can keep talking. Keep telling me stuff like this. You know? About Zack and Valiant, maybe? Oh, sure. You can ask him for it to change his mind. I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here. Why don't you like the outside? Bad people out there. Oh, true, but there's lots of good people, too.
Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once.
Oh?
By who?
Kidnapped?
Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house.
I see. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. She said she went to the Grammare Museum. With you, in fact.
Yes, actually, she was quite insistent on it, too much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me.
That person gave me a good luck charm. A good luck charm. Where I absolutely had to go outside.
Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. From that client, actually. She won't tell me what it was.
Father, I told you to keep that a secret. So your father tells me you're good at painting and all sorts of things. I really like painting. A lot. Father is always very happy when I paint them exactly the same. So you did this too? Oh yes, that was my first job. First. All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. This is totally different. The pen slips in the ways the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope to analyze it on the computer.
God damn.
She went full analysis mode on it. Her work was the last nail in the grammar coffin. But I guess no one told her. They're the best in the world. Oh, you mean Troop Grammare? Of course. Father gave it to me. Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it. I guess I just took it. Yeah. Father got a letter from that person. That person? You mean the letter was from the client? Oh, we talked about the Grammarize forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent that stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it. They're a sneaky one, this client. So we were trying to get on her good side.
You can investigate that sticker real quick?
I mean, all it does is just show a picture of it.
Alright.
So you met the person that asked you to do this job. And you talked with them? What's this about a good luck charm you received? I can't talk about it. Eh? If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told. Yeah, but I really, really have to know. Oh,
Only
boy.
2. Time to do some psych unlocking. Let's do it.
You seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you this stamp. No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem. Problem that keeps her inside all the time. Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I have to do was use a good luck charm. Good luck charm that your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? I don't think we have it. I think it's that bottle.
The bottom.
The bottle that she always has.
Sure. She did have it in the courtroom at the time.
Like, it's right here, too, but it won't let us take it. So we need to find a way to get it. Wait, can we examine that bottle? I just saw it over there.
You should be able to.
Oh, also there's that. The yellow
Yeah,
envelope.
yellow letter.
The stamp's on it. The envelope's
How'd
on
he
the bottom.
get it?
It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. You get mail in jail, here in jail? That I do. Though they read it first, apparently. Still, I'm allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the likes are different matters, however.
Looks like sneaking in.
You're thinking what a self-respecting man would use nail polish. Not really. I know appearances are big things to you. You know what I say. One cannot live a beautiful life without a beautiful nails. First rate in all things, except nothing less. Certainly does look like a first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. There we go. Now we have it.
I smell a paradox.
Now we can probably go break her cyclock.
How did Wright paradox this?
Right is secretly a time traveler. Is this your good luck charm? This is what they gave you, wasn't it? Same bottle's over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? I heard once. Cosmetics were one thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power. Ah, of course it does. Just refrain from commenting any more on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this your client?
I don't even know him at this point.
No, Phoenix knows him.
Still ridiculous, though.
Because remember, Phoenix talked about how like there was that inquiry from the board, and Kristoff was the one person that did it. And so Phoenix's badge has already been revoked at this point. So that means that inquiry and revoke of his badge has already happened. So he has already met Kristoff at this point. This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Kristoff Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually. I promised. I promised not to tell.
And she never leaves for 7 years. Unlocking this has also locked her in.
I'm sorry. I can't talk about the client. I promised. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work. I don't need a name anymore. I got my answer. I'm pretty confident in this charm, then. I think they might be the devil. Huh? Or maybe an angel. What do you mean? I saw it, or I think I saw it, when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face. You saying the client's face looks like the devil's? No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile. So where'd you see this devil then? It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew. That person wasn't like other people. That's why I believed in my good luck charm. It's pretty clear that Kristoff Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now.
I'm sorry for what happened.
If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Gramarai. Did I do something bad? What makes you think that? Your eyes, they're sad. Very sad. I'll put on a smile next time I come. I promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera. Oh, okay. Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late.
Nothing on the gun?
Maybe it's this. It could be this, because I think the running theory is that she died in an accident with this.
Yeah.
The three of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind the frame. One that not many know. Salasa. Maybe that's how it's Salasa?
Thalassa?
Or is it Halasa and the T is silent? Who knows? Her name's weird.
Yeah.
Salasa has lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valiant Gamaray's bullets.
Hold up. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Talissa?
I'm sure Valent would say the same thing. Well, it's just like another murder I might mention.
Damn you. Her eyes, I love Talissa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth in them I felt like an embrace. She is dead, and Magnified Gramarye has joined her.
So the only one left was her power. The only one with her power left now was Trucy. Mr. Zack.
I do not know.
You don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. So there's someone else. Someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Talissa's power.
How would I know? Apollo. This is how he picks Apollo.
Is it Apollo?
It has to be.
But it's Apollo's wristband is what we keep getting signaled towards. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second.
Look at her image. She has no wristband, right?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Look at the wine glass, though. I mean, the nail polish.
Can't tell.
She has a mighty nice earring, though.
What did nail polish have to do with this?
She has a nice wristband. Well, who knows? But check out the photo again and look at the earring. So she has two earrings there.
No, but for the briefest of moments, I was questioning what if it's Kristoff. But we haven't really had any indication of Kristoff, right? But I think it could be Apollo. Once you said Apollo, that actually does make sense.
Apollo's doing it, and why would he trust him so unconditionally to do it? He also has brown hair.
Chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else with the power, and I know who.
This boy.
His name is... I forget. Something weird.
Who could he be?
An attorney.
Attorney?
I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law office.
So what did you make of this? Oh, great, ex-attorney. You can show me pictures of the strange boys all you like. But you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh.
Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Talisa. Actually, it's more of a ring.
A ring?
Perhaps this will refresh your memory. Just happen evidence showing this missing link. You don't have it, though. We don't have Apollo's wristband. Oh, you just barely see it. It's there.
Yeah.
It's right there. Oh my gosh.
Did she have an affair with another guy?
Wah!
Wahaha.
Oh, were we wrong?
Face is your response, Mr. Ex-Attorney. You could say I wouldn't laugh if I knew the facts, right?
Okay, so it's not that, but we saw it. Maybe is it the stamp then?
Try the stamp. Few magicians will tell you they're going to produce a dove and take off their hat. That was the most effective way not to reveal your hand in advance, Mr. Wright.
Let's try again with this.
The gun thing. Yeah, point the gun at him. Because after this, we wrap up the past, right?
Yeah.
Gun. There we are.
Why, that's one of ours. Specially designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet. One shot. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. Not crying murder, Mr. Valent. I'm crying something far more tragic. What if the affair was with him, and he's Apollo's father?
Oh, that'd be weird.
Oh, gosh. So, I don't think it really works in the end. Like, we'll have to see, but, like, it would be, I think it would be funny seeing, well, even though we've pretty much confirmed at this point that Apollo and Trucy are siblings. That's interesting.
I could see half brother and half sister, actually.
An accident. Zach and Valent's quick draw shoot.
They did mention they stopped doing it.
How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shooting canceled because someone might get hurt? Of course. What other reason could there be? Well, it could have been canceled because someone had already been hurt. Fascinating, my Faltisan foreign friend. But tell me, why can you prove such? What can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? Performance of magic is not concerned with what ifs. It is concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim was shot? Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's just hope he walks it with me. Life was sacrificed. The show must go on. And this shows who it was.
Lock it.
I feel like it could be either of these, but this one points to her directly. But that's Zach Gamaray's wife and Trucy's mother. Salisa, I believe was her name. Arakaza! But how can you say this? How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets? Still in denial mode, eh? So it was at the greatest risk of being shot. And this clearly shows how much danger she was in. We don't have anything about the trick, do we?
No news article, anything like that?
No. Oh. Maybe? Because these
that does show.
These talk about the reasoning.
Yeah.
But like, is this
I think that'd be enough because it's addressed to both of them. No.
Maybe it's a stamp.
Where she stood.
There we go. Troupe Grammarye's performance was very, very popular. So popular that they even made commemorative stamps at the height of your fame. We were not merely this latest craze. We were in age, a golden age. It's all here on this stamp. There's Salisa. Right, yes? Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. Part of his memory is still locked up. There's one thing you're failing to address. What's that? As you say, our troupe was a world unto itself. as our leader, McNiffy, was so inclined that he could hide anything he wished with ease. But Mr. Wright, why would he have hid a crime, making him an accomplice? Not a great foundation for blackmail.
Only other letters.
Alan's got a point. One of the troop members died in an accident, and McNiffy covered it up. His innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright. Mm-hmm. So close. Has to be something. How Solis's death could affect Zack and Val's relationship with McNiffy. It's in your eyes. Still have something to say. Can possibly prove more than you already have.
That's a hard one. I would say with a person with Trucy or Apollo. With evidence, it would be the letter with the "I blackmailing you" type deal.
The evidence part, I could see it being either the purple envelope. I think it's the purple envelope because that's the secrets.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. No better proof than evidence. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both of your hands. And this evidence proves why McNiffy has so much power over you. Yep. It's gotta be this. No?
Remember, this is the past, right?
Oh, yeah. It is! Wasn't a question of who shot Salisa.
What? Why?
Salisa herself was the because she's the daughter. She's his daughter. And like he's like, hey, you like maybe it's like, hey, you killed my daughter. Like maybe it's something with that.
Okay.
What do you mean? She's right. To Zack Gramaray's wife and Trucy's mother, and McNiffy's only daughter. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. That wasn't the key to McNiffy's power over you. I don't know what was. It was an accident!
Oh, finally.
YouTube will never know
Welcome
how
back,
long that
everybody.
took. YouTube will never know how many fails that took. There is no proof. Not at all. But Salisa went missing. And your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Gramaray? The master, McNiffy Gramaray, his only daughter, and his two disciples. Does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty fights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident. But that's all it was. An accident. Zack and Valens toward the force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly straight forward toward that beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zang, pow, into everything but her. Now that is magic. Happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist.
New twist.
And tragedy. But as to whose bullet stole Salisa's life, we shall never know the answer. Salisa disappeared from our lives, and Zack were bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and McNiffy, his daughter. And that led to the blackmail, I take it? It is all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. Why did Magnific Grammari try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is that it was a critical time for Duke Grammari. Yeah, he had to choose between like getting his justice for his daughter or continuing his legacy of magic. And which do you think he would prefer? He was very gung-ho about his magic surviving.
Yep.
So I think he chose magic over his daughter, which is why, and that's very sad. Passing of the torch from Magnifique to Zack and Valent. We all sacrifice so that it might be a success. Celisa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all yet. Yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, myself and Zack, found we could no longer oppose Magnifique's wishes. Magnifique forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing. But then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads? Things were dark behind the scenes in True Grammari's, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? Of course not.
Probably no.
She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I've not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnifique's slayer, I should think. True. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. A reporter. He called himself a newsman at the time. Stupid Brushel. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room, doing his research. Would you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I've forgotten. But in the course of his interview, he became quite close to my partner, Zack. I liked him not. I see. His name, I do not recall, but his scent, the cloying aroma of mint. Brussels! Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for the help. It's no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. We will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. Begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Grammari. Began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman, I never learned who it was at the time. So, I got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile, the stickily sweet scent of mint. The last flossing thread connecting Zack Grammari to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Okay, so this has to unlock the third option in the present then.